On the day of the earthquake, we felt the ground shaking and we ran outside. Buildings were falling down everywhere. When my house collapsed, that's when I lost my husband. The last time I ever saw him was when they pulled his body from the rubble.
The predictions show that it is likely to get worse. Climate change is affecting a lot of regions, and particularly the poorest communities who are least prepared and have the least resources in order to respond. Haiti, for example, was the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere before the earthquake hit. And now there are suddenly people without livelihoods who had them before, people without a means of work, people who have no homes.
Life was very difficult for the children after they lost their father. He provided so much. He fed them, he paid for them to go to school, and after he was gone, I was on my own. I had big problems and I couldn't cope.
In a disaster situation, it's absolutely vital that we are there right from the beginning to make sure that we're able to give them what they need just in order to survive to the next day. In a country such as Haiti or Pakistan, it means that we will have people there to make sure that we're getting out food, water, tarpaulin, so that when it's raining every day, someone actually has something to live under.
My best moment since the earthquake was when I received help. I was desperate. Life would have been so much harder for me if it wasn't for the aid.
Tearfund in particular takes a very long-term approach. It's not a question of an organisation coming in, giving out food and water and then leaving. Actually, it's about building relationships with people, and that's why we also work with local churches, because we believe that longer term that makes a real difference to the communities where they work.
My biggest problem was that I lost my business. I needed the income to survive and look after my children. The help I got was from the local church. They did everything for me. They gave me money and support to help me restart my business, and that is now keeping me going. They taught me to keep my faith. God makes light when light is impossible.
Working alongside communities, we're preparing them so that they, as individuals, feel more confident in the future. For example, we're making sure that the buildings that we build are disaster resistant, and we teach them those techniques so that they're not going to be at risk of the same disasters. We also teach children about how to respond in an earthquake situation, and that is something that may save their life one day.
God is the Almighty. He is the only one who can find a way when there is no way. He is the only one who can bring hope when you feel there is no hope. He means everything in my life right now.
We're called to bring good news to the poor. We're called to bind up broken-hearted people. You don't get many more broken-hearted people than those that have seen such death and destruction in their lives.
I was desperate. When the church helped me, I was very happy. They were sent from God. I want to thank everybody who gave money to help people like me. I ask God to bless you. I think of you as my family.
Having money ready for a disaster before the disaster happens just makes the world of difference. It means that an organisation like Tearfund can respond immediately. responding in the first 24 hours saves lives. It literally means that we're able to give the water that people need, the food that they need, the shelter that they need just to get them through. And without that money, it's not always possible to do it. And so if that delays a response, it literally means that more people die.